what did you think about Friday Night Stripes?
I thought defensively was the thing I noted. It was like 10-7 was the final score.
Pretty low score.
Barn burner, baby. Yeah, hell yeah. Up and down the field. No, but I thought defense has some juice, like the secondary especially. Seeing Malik Feaster, Jalen Johnson, seeing
Simeon Blair.
Simeon Blair's
big fella.
Big swole guy, man. Yeah. But those guys really covered really well. And I was impressed with their ability. They had a couple of picks on Tevin Carter. I think defensively, I was more impressed than anything I saw on the offensive side. I guess offensively, Demir Blankenship jumped off the page with a deep ball from Tevin Carter where he had to break a couple tackles.
Biggest play of the game.
Sutton Smith
had
some juice inside
the
tackles, outside the tackles, split him out and throw him the ball. Like he has some playmaking ability.
I like his game a lot. I don't see how he's not going to be the starter. We didn't get to see Blake Watson, so we don't know what he looks like, from in-game perspective. We didn't get to see
Tosky Dove either, although he's big as hell.
He is a monster.
I mean, I guess we got to see him.
We got
to see him,
but not to see him play. But I feel like it's going to be hard for someone to beat Sutton Smith out, man. He looks awesome. Unless Blake Watson is just incredible, which, we just don't know. We didn't get to see him.
Here's the other thing I wanted to say, and I know it's a spring game, so again, like some of these things you just take with a grain of salt, but I wanted to see a little bit more of the playmaking ability I've been hearing from the coaches from Rock Taylor.
Yeah.
They didn't really get him involved all that much.
Right.
So that was interesting to see.
Yeah. But I mean, honestly, offensively, no one really played extremely well, but that's what they say, right? I mean, you play football for a long time. They always say the defense.
It was kind of weird to see the intra-squad game the way it was too, because they were really mixing and matching on the O-line.
A lot, yeah.
Like you can't really pick out the O-line and be like, they were playing starting O-line on that. No, they were mixed and matched as hardcore as you could imagine.
So, and then you're playing with groups of different, of guys that you're not used to playing next to. But as I was kind of talking about what they always say at every level of football, the defense is going to be ahead of the offense.
Yeah.
It's just the way it's spring camp, fall camp. It's just the way it is.
Here's the thing. The fans the past couple of years, like you see the offense taking regression. You want to push that out on the forefront and have your offense balling in the spring game to give your fans a little bit of happiness. But at the same time,
that's the difference between you not playing like 1v2s and stuff like that. Like everybody's mixed and matched. So it's going to be a little bit different. But overall, it was fine. Yeah. Me and you got down there and watched the offensive line a little bit warm up. They definitely look bigger.
The defensive and offensive line look bigger.
Way bigger. Offensive line is freaking huge.
And it's just more depth too. Like there's just more guys.
100%.
Which is good news with those positions.
Yeah. I mean they look like they have eight guys on the offensive line, 8 or 9 guys that are fighting for starting spots that you'd be like, okay, that makes sense if they started.
Like there's finally some Power 5 size.
100%.
Chris Morris looks massive. Good Lord.
Xavier Hill, massive.
Massive. There's some big dudes.
Yeah, they got some big dudes. They got some beef up front.
Some beef?
Yeah.
There you go.
Like that?
Yeah, I do.
I mean,
some beef.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
So, overall, it's a spring game. Take it for what it is. It's nothing crazy. It's more for the fans. It's the last hoorah of spring.
By the way, my dog Greg Gaston, how many interviews did he do?
Bro, Greg
was working. This is the first year they haven't had a spring game broadcast for Tiger Sports Network, so he was just doing the sideline interviews.
Greg earned his money on Friday night, man.
I hope they paid him.
I hope they did. Dude,
he had a night off.
He had to do like 35 interviews. It was like
unbelievable.
It was legitimately like standing on the sidelines. Greg would interview someone and then be on the big screen. They'd cut the camera off.
2 minutes later,
the dude that he interviewed would walk away and basically pass the next guy coming to be interviewed by Greg.
It was unbelievable.
And we were just like, oh my gosh, like this is nonstop. Like Greg is working his butt off down there.
I hope he got paid per interview. Good Lord.
He should have, man.
He could retire if he got paid per interview.
Imagine just like getting done with one and being like, oh, here comes the next one. Who is this guy? Who is this guy? I need to know something about him. Like quickly.
His fun fact is he likes Memphis barbecue, just like the last guy. Cool, yeah.
Crap. Real original, guys. Give me something else.
And yeah, Scott Burns was running around too to get all the guys.
Yeah.
Holding helmets.
Yeah, they had it hustling and bustling down there.
Yeah. I'm glad the rain held off a little bit. It did get cold, but I'm glad the rain held off.
Yeah, I am too. Definitely
I didn't want to be standing out there in the rain.
No.